Sebastian Martinez, MMA News here in Las Vegas with Max Holloway, who faces Jeremy Stephens at UFC 194. All right, so Max, you continuing this tear, and you come to your next challenge, Jeremy Stephens. You know, such a tough, hard-nosed guy, one of those never-quit type of fighters. But it kind of seems like you faced a lot of different types of fighters on your way to get to this point. Does he really pose anything you haven't seen before?
Every fighter is different, But at the end of the day, we got a game plan, and I try to make them all look the same, So I worked hard for 8 weeks, I worked really hard for this, and I owe it to my wife, I owe it to my son, I owe it to my family, I owe it to my teammates and my coaches to go out there and fight my ass off, And that's what I plan on doing, December 12th. It's gonna be one hell of a fight, I've been working hard, and I can't wait to do it.
And how much do you expect your reach to come into play in this fight?
He got longer reach than me. Everybody keep telling me, "Oh, your reach, yeah, I'm taller, I'm taller than him, but his arms is 71, mine is 69. They got me at it is what it is, though. A lot of the fighters I fight have longer reach than me, even though I'm the taller guy. But it just I'm gonna go in there and do what Max Holloway do. We got a game plan. I'm confident in it, and if we stick to it, I think it's gonna be a great night for Team Holloway.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to ask you to reveal your game plan, but I will ask you this. What do you feel is the biggest challenge that he poses to you?
I think his knockout power. I think so. He can be in the last minute, in the last round, he should knock you out. That's the scary thing about this dude. So we see what happens. I'm not I'm respecting him, but I'm not worried about anything. I'm not trying to go in there worrying too much. I'm going in there thinking positive, thinking of what I can do to him, and I'm always thinking of what he can do to me, but not in a negative way.
And, the Fighting Hawaiians, starting to take over now. We got, Yancy Medeiros fighting this week as well against John Makdessi. How do you feel about that fight? And, what do you think of Medeiros' chances?
Oh man, he's ready, man. Me and him did our camp together, our whole camp together. This one, and he's ready, man. It's gonna be a great fight. Tune into that fight. You guys won't want to miss that fight, and he looks awesome, man. I can't say enough. His diet been the best ever. His weight been the best ever. He been looking the best ever I ever saw him for this fight, and remotivated. Especially after his last one. So I know he wants it. He's hungry. He's aligned, backed up in a corner right now, and he's ready to eat his way out.
Now, another fight that's happening this week in your division is Frankie Edgar Chad Mendes. Some people are saying that the winner of that fight gets the next title shot, but I know you've been campaigning for you getting the next title shot. What do you think it's all going to come down to? Because those guys maybe have more of a name value, they're more recognized as such, but you're definitely on a bigger tear. What do you think it's going to come down to as decides the next title shot?
I think it just comes down to our performance. So I'm not even thinking of the title shot right now. I'm just thinking of my performance, and I want to go out there, and I want everybody to remember who Max Holloway is after this night, after Saturday night, and hopefully I get a call, the next day or a couple weeks after that, I might be next. But at the end of the day, Jeremy Stephens is all my focus, and I can't wait to fight. And you gotta have one of those fights like, damn, who's this Max Holloway kid, or whatever, or did you watch that Max fight? You want them to start talking about it on Sunday morning, in a great way, of course.
But you don't think like the Cub Swanson fight was kind of like that for you, though?
I think it was good, but I think so. This card is a little bit bigger, and I can reach out a little bit more fans, and opening the biggest pay-per-view card of the year, it's crazy, So it's awesome, man. I can't wait to do it.
All right, man, I got to ask your predictions for the last fight in our card because it's your division, could be a future opponent for you. Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, who you got?
If I had to put money, I'd go Aldo. Aldo's the champ. He's been the champ for a long time. He's the number one pound-for-pound king fighter. And everybody always think, oh, he's a slugger, blah, 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 this and that. Look here, guys. He's not really that much of a slugger. He has wrestling. He's been a black belt forever, so he's good, man. He's good all around, and I think so people just been judging him off his last performances, and I don't think that's a smart idea to do, and I'm hearing he's refocused again and hungry, so we might see a WEC Aldo, so it might be scary. So, but then again, what's his name is McGregor is super good. He can kick, he can crack, and do all that kind of stuff. So we see what happens, but I got Aldo. I'm just excited that I get to be here live and watch it. It's like the biggest card, the biggest fight in my division, and I get to be a fan for a couple minutes.
Well, obviously, two great featherweight fights to look forward to. Obviously, main event and yours against Jeremy Stevens. Max, thank you very much.